Everyone, yesterday we discussed about collection introduction, right? So what is the definition, what is the framework, what is the use case, purpose, and some flow chart. Nothing but in the real time, very real time, I've told one net banking thing. After that, array drawbacks. It is a fixed size and waste of memory and only same data. And after that, next slide, what is a collection of framework? And next slide, some hierarchy. Okay, done. So today we'll talk about hierarchy. So let me open this one slowly. Okay. See now, iterable is a one interface in the collection, and iterable is the root interface for all collection. So iterable is interface extending the collection interface, right? So why we are using collection extends keyword means, suppose if you go to the any interface. So today topic is ArrayList. Otherwise, just list surplus. Here I will write one important point. I have one interface. Interface name, let me take A, right? Open braces, immediately close braces. What interface contains? Only abstract methods. Void, let me take it, and braces, immediately with the semicolon we have to close this line. That is called abstract method. And let me write one more interface. Interface name is B. Let me write here, one method name, something get book. In the camel case we have to write. This is also one abstract method. So these are all the two abstract methods in the now class implementing the child class. How to implement? For that purpose we have to write class. This is class. We have two interfaces. This is, assume this is a child interface. Otherwise, yeah, child. Child interface. This is parent interface. Now we have two interfaces, B interface, A interface. Now I want to provide implementation for the method. So what I have to do? Let me take class name as a one C, capital. Now let me write otherwise something demo, capital D E M O. Now I want to implement a child class, child interface. And what we have to here we have to write B, open braces, close braces. Now what keyword I have to use here? We have to use implements keyword. Here, why? Class implements one interface. For that purpose I have to take one implements. Right? We know this thing. After that, what we have to do? We have to override these methods. Already one method available. @ override, and we have to provide some logic. Same Same thing to get book. You have to override annotation. After this, method name, logic. Done, right? Now, this thing we know. Suppose you have, so far we know only only one interface. I wrote one class, their implementation. But in the real time, we have two interfaces. One is might be iterable, one is might be collection. So, let me take iterable collection. Now, if you go to the hierarchy, iterable and interface, both are the two interfaces. Then which keyword we have to use? Interface to interface, we have to use extends keyword. But class to interface, we have to use the implements keyword. Class to class, extends keyword. We know the inheritance concept. In the inheritance concept, superclass, all members want to acquire into the another class, nothing but subclass, we have to use extends keyword. And suppose we have two interfaces like iterable and collection. Both are the interface only. Interface contains, we know, both are abstract methods available. In that abstract method, we have to implement in one class. For that purpose, interface to interface, iterable interface and collection interface, then we have to use as a extends keyword, not a implements keyword. So, root interface is the iterable, it extends. We have to use the extends keyword, interface to interface. Right? Iterable is the interface, we have to use the extends keyword to collection interface. And in the interface, we have to use the extends keyword to inherit from another interface. That is nothing but iterable interface. Not we don't use the implements keyword. Interface to interface, we have to use the simply extends keyword. This is one thing. And the implements keyword at the time where we have to use between the class and interface. Interface is class is implementing the interface, then only we have to use the implements keyword. Interface to interface, extends keyword only. Class to class, extends only. This is one thing. So, let me do it again. Iterable is one interface, extends collection. Clear? In a Java interface, we cannot use the implements without the, we have to use simply extends keyword. After that, it has the some subclasses. One is the list, one is the queue, one is the set. We will talk about today only list. Array list, linked list and vector. So these are all the implementation classes for the list. List is one interface. Their implementation class is array list, linked list and vector. And so this array list also implementing the queue and dequeue. And vector is the legacy class. And vector implementing one more class stack. Okay, today we will talk about only list interface and their implementation classes. Okay. The remaining thing we'll discuss tomorrow. So one more slide. So in the collections, we have the some generics. This is called less than greater than symbols are called generics. In this we have to pass objects. Otherwise element. In the list we have to pass the elements. Otherwise object. And the type is, this is called generics and public class type. And key pair value. If you deal with maps, map and key pair value. Suppose student is one key and their value is ID number and value. And in the map also, okay, if you can provide only key, otherwise sometimes you can provide only values. So these angle brackets we will call generics technically. So after that, okay, this one polymorphism concept I will explain now. So in the polymorphism concept, we know polymorphism using the parent class reference variable. I mean, you can like parent class reference variable, we can hold the child class object, right? So with that only we can what I would say implemented our this thing collection array list. So some classes provided by collection framework, array list, linked list, vector. So already we saw this hierarchy. So we'll talk about what is the list interface. List, let me write this one. We'll talk about list. After that we'll talk about their implementation classes. List. Just a minute. So list is one interface. List is one interface. In that first point, list is the child class of collection. And second point, what is the purpose? This one we already covered this one. So here list purpose is wherever the duplicates allowed and insertion order required. This is the main purpose. The list purpose is wherever the duplicates allowed. Suppose if you add one object, again you can add one more object, right? We will see at the code part. And wherever the duplicates allowed and wherever the insertion order nothing but input order, the order in which ever adding data was given, that some order will be shown in the input. Suppose if you add something 1, add 2. So whatever we are giving the input in the console, it will print on the insertion order. Output is in the square braces 1 and 2. This is called insertion order. How we are giving input, like that only it will print. And duplicates also allowed. So let me write, I will copy duplicate. Duplicates also allowed. This is the main purpose of the list. And moreover, list implementing the some classes. List is one interface, right? To implement that interface, we have some classes. That is called, that is the linked list, array list, and vector. Their implementation class is stack. So first, and more important point, let me write here. This is my paint. Let me open the paint. After this, let me write one point here. So we can preserve the insertion order with the index, as we can differentiate duplicate objects by using index. Second point, hence index will be placed important role. The list interface. And one more important point, if you add any elements, can be accessed by the their index. Okay, so these are all the some points. We can preserve the insertion order with the index, as we can differentiate the duplicate. Okay, this is not required actually. We can preserve the insertion order in the index based. Suppose if you add some elements, these elements will be stored in the form of array. Check. Like this. And we know in the Java, index always start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the index. Suppose if you add any elements, first it will store inside the 0 index. After that, next. After that, next. After that, next, and so on. But in the array, we know it is a fixed size. Fixed size and the same data type. That's why array is not recommended. for the collection. So, but if you come to the collection sense, it is a growable nature. How it became? Let me start some coding part in this. Let me September student batch. This September student batch. Let me create one package, src. Create one package, src. It's loading slowly. Just a minute. I will create one package. In that package, I will create one class. I want to take the student IDs and their names. For that purpose, let me take one package. Okay. Not a problem, it's loading slowly. Okay, meanwhile, let me write the notepad. Class, let me take student. In that, I will declare string name. After that, let me take one integer id. So I don't declare any variables, and I will write one constructor with the same class name, and let me give here parameters integer id, comma string name. These are my arguments, open braces, immediately close braces. Let me write id equal to id. I will use this keyword, then it will redirect to current class instance variable. This is the current class. These are all the instance variable or non-static variable. Same name, I will again reassign to name only, this dot. So this is one class. It's open? No. Let me create new package. Let me create com dot ArrayList dot sample. It's my package name. In that package, let me create one class. ArrayList. Let me create one. It's loading slowly again. Okay, let me create one class name as student. I don't take main method. So in the package com.ArrayList.sample, I created one class name as sample, student. So ID will generate class and some comments. It's loading slowly. So in this, let me copy and paste this variables constructor. Now Now let me take one more class. This is assume this is class 1. Class 1 array list. For your understanding, I'm writing array list. Now let me take one more class in the same package. Student. I'm discussing linked list, right? Linked list is my class. Let me take public static void main method and let me hit enter. Now one more class is there. Let me remove these comments here. Just a minute, guys. ఒకరు ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు నలుగురు మొత్తం 14 అంటే 12 ఉన్నారు. ఒక అమ్మాయి పర్మిషన్ తీసుకుంది, సింధు అనే ఒక అమ్మాయి. శైలజ అనే ఒక అమ్మాయి రెగ్యులర్ కానీ పర్మిషన్ తీసుకుంది. ఇంకెవరు తీసుకోలేదన్నా. ఓకే, సరే తీసేస్తా. నేను అడిగాను, నేను యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయను రేపు. షూర్ అన్న. అదేనా, నేను ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేశాను. ఓకే అన్న, ఐ డోంట్ ఎంకరేజ్. సారీ సార్. Yeah. Okay, we'll back to class. Where we were. Okay. Here I have one class, ArrayList. I created one more class, student linked list. In this what I have got to do? I have to create object for linked list. See now, consider here how we will create. Suppose with the new keyword I will take linked list and followed by generics and parenthesis. Now equal to I will take student. Student is my reference variable. Now consider here, I will take one linked list. Linked list. In this I will take the one object. That object name is student. Control Shift O. What I have done here, just I imported one class name in the java.util package in the linked list. If you take the cursor and mouse over on the linked list, if you hit the open declaration, it will redirect to the linked list class. Okay. See now, package name is java.util and class name is, where is this? Yeah, class name is linked list. This class linked list available in the java.util package. I simply imported in my application for reusing the methods. This is called code reusability. Suppose in this in this some methods available. See now, linked before, unlink first, and add first, remove last, contains, size, add. These are all methods available in the linked list class, available in the java.util package. So I can reuse that all methods in my application. Now, okay. Now let me write. So this is object creation. And this is the list, right? Let me remove the linked. Now it became interface. Java.lib interface. List interface imported. So this is the interface. Class name, reference, variable equal to new keyword, and class name, and generics. After Java 8 we can remove this one, not a matter. So this is the list. What is the list? It is one interface, and student is the my object from the first class. In this, some variables available. I took the student and reference variable. This is how we have to create object in the list. After that, let me add. Okay, it's loading. Let me add, let me take some methods again. Okay. Let me write reference variable. What is my reference variable? Student dot okay. So with the list interface we can hold the implemented class. That's why that is I'm doing here. So list dot, see now some methods available. Add, this is from the list interface. Add integer index and student element, right? If you take this one, if you add element, then let me write index is a 1001, and element, let me add in the string, let me make something. Now, if you're throwing error, then if you put this one like student dot add, in this take new keyword, now add student, in this you can pass this data and end with the semicolon. What is this showing error? Okay. Just a minute. Create the field, create a parameter. No. Okay. Now let me add some more details. Control V. In the place of Hari, let me take Mahesh, ID number 002. Save this one. Let me add some more 003. Let me add here Krishna, and it will allow duplicates also. Let me write Krishna again. Now save this one. Now let me put all this one first in comments. I want to try to make a point once. Let me write system.out.println student. Control S. Let me run this code. Run as Java application. Hit OK. It will print empty array. Just a minute, it's compiling and generating, and see now here it printed empty array. Now if you remove this all, let me remove this thing. Let me remove this thing also and comment. Let me save this one. Control A, Control Shift F. Let me save this one. Let me run the code again. Now empty in I added some elements. Now empty in empty array the elements will add. Okay, I didn't print it right, that's why it's not showing anything. Let me print again student. Now I added some elements. Now it's stored in the form of array. com.ArrayList sample dot and okay, it's printed like this. Right, so see now here empty array, if you add any data it will print in the square braces, and if you take this one, now what is this? Let me copy this one whole thing. Okay, otherwise let me take only two things. Let me save, let me run. Let me take these two only. See now, this is the output. It's printed on the, or it printed on the console. Now in the memory, it will take this game names. Observe this one. This is one array. Two. So in this student and this thing added. Clear? Generally, if you add, first what have I done here? I took one class name. After that, I created one object. After that, I printed. Then it became empty array. If you take the new keyword, then it take the my package name and class name and at the rate some unique name. It's printed. Why? Because of new keyword, but it didn't added anything. This is one way to, like in the real time also, they want to use the particular unique name. For that purpose they are using this process. Otherwise, one more thing is there. One more thing to add elements. This is one way, and one more thing. Let me create new. I don't take package. I will take a normal class, new class. Let me take class name as student 2. Let me take public static void main method. Now let me create object for list. Linked list, generics, one reference variable. Let me take students equal to new keyword. Control Shift O, import the class, and otherwise let me take star, then all class will import. Here the error because of we have to pass some object. I will take simply what can I take? This is because of, see now, incorrect number of arguments. Of your type linked list, we have to give one element, anything. So you can take anything. It might be class name, it might be any data type. Let me write. Let me write here string. Now save this one, and now I will add. Before that, let me write system.out.println. Let me print the variable. Let me save this one. Let me run this code. It print empty array because of I didn't added any elements. It's printed empty array. Now I will add some elements. So what is my reference variable? Student. Student dot add. Here I will take a string. element. Let me take some Mahesh. Close this one. Let me take search, copy. Let me take any name, something high. Let me take any number. See now, first it will print empty array. Now after added some elements in the array, it will store. Let me print that elements. Save this one. Let me run. So it's printed in the insertion order also. First I added Mahesh, after search, after high, after some name. Now, so we have some methods with the reference variable v dot, see now add, and add index string. What it will do? Suppose, okay, before I explain this one, it will store in the form of index. We know. Suppose Mahesh search and high. Let me take one more thing. Otherwise, let me remove this thing. Now it's printed in the Eclipse. Let me write. Zero. Okay. I don't take now this one. What it's printed in the console. It will store in the memory in the form of like this. Let me write. Zero comma 1 comma 5. This is one index. Now observe this one. Before that it's printed empty array. After added in the array, it's printed some elements, and in the internally it will store like this. Suppose if you Mahesh, it will store in the 0 index. Search, it will store in the 1. High in the 2. 1, 2, 2, 3, it's in the 3. Suppose if I index, let me remove this one. What it will do? Let me take 2 element. If I add in the 3 index in the place of software, just otherwise let me take any name. Hello. Just save this one. Now let me print sysout Let me print now reference variable. Now save this one. Now observe this one. See now, Mahesh, it's in the zero index one. Surge printed as it is in the 0, 1, 2. In the high, I override with hello. After that, it will shift to the next place. After that, it shifted to the next place. Here also will happen like that only. Suppose, what is this? Mahesh search hello hi. After hello, after hi, and some number, something. What is that number? It's printed 1, 2, 2, 3. It will print. If you add more, if you here also it will add anything. Suppose let me take again. How far? How are you? Now, if you add again, in the, yeah, here I will add. Now let me run this code. How are you? So in the 0 index 1 Mahesh, first index search, first index, second index hello, third hi, fourth one number, fifth how are you? Printed, right? Like this. We can add elements. After that we can remove elements. Now let me put these two in the comments. In this, students dot remove index. It is based on index, so it is printed. Let me remove this number 1 0 1 2 3. Let me remove this 3. Let me save this one and end with semicolon. Remove the pod element. After, just run this one. What it will print? It will remove the 1 2 2 3. So in the 0 index Mahesh, 1 search, second hi. So see now, I removed the 3 element. Here I removed 3. And it will adjust. Hi, the place, how are you? It will come. Let me write. Here it will print. Something. It is became the index number 4. It is index number 4. Like that only it's printed, right? 0 index 1 2 3. Okay. 0 1 2 3. Okay. Mahesh search hello hi. Mahesh search hello. Okay. Hello also removed. Okay. So after remove this, what are the elements? I printed with this method. Again, one more thing. After this, I want to check whether students dot contains contains object. What is that object I have to give? I remove number, right? 1, 2, 2, 3, and end with semicolon. Now save this one. Let me run. So okay, it's loading. Now save this one. Let me print what it will come. False. It will return the Boolean value. I removed this 1, 2, 2, 3 some ID. Then in this collection of array, this number available or not. Then it will return the Boolean value false. Like this, we can add, we can remove. After that, we can identify that whether that object available or not, and size also. Let me write system dot out.println reference variable dot size. How many elements I added? Yesterday we talked about these things, right? Size. Let me run this code. We print size 4. 4 elements available. After the final output, it is giving size. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After that, one more method. After that, we will go to for each loop. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let me write here system dot out dot println. How many methods available still? Student dot students dot add all clone contains an element equals to get index. Let me write here get index. Suppose in the to index hello available, right? In the second index hello available. I want to give the index. Suppose if you give the index and save this one, in the index number 2 which element available, I want to retrieve that one. For that purpose, if you give the element, it will print hi. In the 2 it became okay. It's actually this is wrong. Generally in the 2 available hi only. 0, 1, 2, right? In the second element it's printed this only. Okay, let me write this code. Let me take 1 minute. Now let me write again here. Zero, 1, 2, copy this one. Let me give in the green color. Search hi and Hawaii. Now this is the zero, 1, and 2, 3. What I gave here? index number 2. Then it will go to the index number 2, it will print high. It's printed high, right? So if you give the 2, then it will go to the array based on the index. Whatever the element available, it will print on the console. If you give the between the array, like if you give the maximum is 3 only. If you give the 4, it will cause of array and array out of the box error. Then we have to handle that exception. Now let me write last thing. Right, for each I want to iterate. This is called enhanced for loop. String students let me write, I want to iterate elements one after one. For that purpose, let me give string here temporary variable name. Let me save this one. Let me copy this one. Let me print. Let me write here system.out.println. Let me write one segregation line. So before that, one more thing I have to miss. I miss. Okay. See now, I want to talk about one more important point. Collection is one global nature. Array, it's not. Let me write. Collection is a global nature. How it is a global nature? It is not a fixed size. We didn't mention size anywhere. So how it became global nature? Suppose we have the one formula. Suppose if you added in the, how many added here? What is the size? 4, right? So the default size of the array is 10. Okay. So we have the one formula. With that formula, it will grow the nature. See now, instruction is order preserved. Okay. Heterogeneous. Okay. Null also possible. Okay. Null, we can take null. This one. This out. Let me take null. It will take. What happened? Method character print. Okay. Let me save this one. Okay. Null it will take. It will take duplicates also. For that, let me take surge. Again, if you take duplicate, it will be valid. It won't throw anything. It won't throw any compile time error. So, in this global nature, okay, I will talk about global array. Why it is a global array? Because of, so it will create the empty array object. Default value is 10. So array Let me remove this thing. Default value of array is 10. Okay, let me take small one. Okay. Default value is 10. We can add 10 elements. If you add one more element, in the array, then it will become growable. How? We have one formula. What is that formula? ArrayList reaches the maximum capacity 10, then new ArrayList object will be created by the JVM. What is that? The formula is new capacity, so this is the default capacity, 10 into 3 divided by 2. We know need to write. 10 is the default value into 3 divided by 2. 30 divided by 2, it became 15 plus 1. Right? See now, 10 into 3, 30 divided by 2, it became 15 plus 1, 16. So, it will grow the 6 elements more. So 10 is the thing. Understood? So the default value of array is 10 only. 10 only. We can add 10 elements. 1 to 10 only. If you add 11th element, then it will apply this formula 10 into 3. 30 divided by 2, 15 plus 1. Now it became 16. Then the new array size will become 60. If you add 17th element, again they will grow some y number. Again if you add y plus 1, it became again add that formula, it became grow. Like that only. If you remember yesterday net banking transition, in 1 month if you do the 20 transition, in 1 year you did 1000 transition, then it will apply this formula 10 into divided by 3, 30 divided by 2, 15 plus 1, 16, and after that 25, after that y plus 1, after that z plus 1. Like that it will grow up to unlimited. We can get that object by using this formula. That's why collections is the one growable nature. Clear? Now let me go to the for loop. For loop, this is called for each loop, otherwise enhanced for loop. String, data type, temporary variable, reference variable. If you hit this one and run this code, it will iterate, it will take the elements, it will iterate one after one, and it will print the how many elements available in the list. Okay, it's loading. It will print on the console. See now, I wrote one segregated line under this Mahesh, search, and hi, how are you, search. These are all the elements available in the, oh, okay, it's removed, right? So that whatever the elements available in the collection list, it will print, it will iterate, and it will print. Whenever the element not available, it will come out of the block. This is one thing. And one most important thing, linked list is the class name, and linked list also is a class name. But it is not recommended in the industry. We have to give the list interface. Just to save this one. It's not a big deal. Like this only we can print the how many elements available in the linked list. We can add. After that we can print. We can do some manipulations. We can add. We can remove. We can come to know that whether this object available or not in the array. We can find out the size. We can get. We can use the get. After that, lot of methods available in the list interface. We are implementing in our class student. Like that only we can add, we can remove, and we can do some operations. So this is the recommended thing in the industry. Interface, generics, reference variable, new keyword and class name. And some more things. List, linked list, vector. In the place of you can give array list, not a matter. Same why? Because of it is implementing the list interface only. Same methods. If you take in the place of array list, same methods, same process, but slight difference was there. What are those difference means? Also implementing the Q and Q. If you linked list will implement the Q and DQ, and if you take the vector, it will take the legacy class. Slight difference, but all methods are same. Why? Because of it is implementing the list class. If you take the list, whatever the methods is there, see now, open declaration. I think interface we can't. Yeah, okay. This is the list interface. See now, all are abstract methods. Size is empty. Is empty also one method. Is empty, why we are using? Because of if you use the method as a clear, suppose let me put all this one in the comments. Let me write. We can do lot of operation in this. Let me clear. Let me save this one. Let me system.out.println, let me print object. Let me print the students. Let me hit enter. So clear empty because of clear method. After that, system.out.println. What is the return type here? In the list is empty. Return value is Boolean. It will give the true or false. Let me take students. Let me take students dot is empty. It will return the Boolean value. If you hit enter, it will return the true. Why? Because of we cleared all the things. It will return the true value. If you add and if you take this method, it will return as a false. Why? Because of we added some elements. Like that only we can take what I'm trying to make a point here. In the class place linked list, you can take array list, vector, stack. We can use same methods, same operations, same for loop. Not a big deal. So is contents available, iterator available, to string available, to array available. Based on the situations, we can use this all methods available in the interface, list interface available in the java.util package. Understood? So this is about list interface and their implementation classes. You can write here ArrayList. In the linked list, you can write A. ArrayList. Just import that one. Oh, I. Just to remove these generics. Java.util, let me check. Just we have to import this class, that's it. Just import this one and save this one. Previously it is a linked list, now array list. Why? Because of this class is whatever the class available, array list, linked list, vector, stack, all implementing the list interface only. So this class implementing this list abstract methods only. That's why updated linked list as a array list. Same well as the vector and stack also. Clear? So that's it about list interface. Tomorrow we will discuss about any two of these, queue or set. Okay.